You got cap in your raps. Why be a straight when I catch him is that?
You ain't even take no flower to this man. But I guarantee you ain't take not one flower to this man. I ain't even got nothing to do with the situation, man. Stop playing with me, son. I don't want no problem with you. Stay the out my way or get it done, man. Stop the like I said, man.
You know, talk to us, tell us what happened.
As soon as we're done with everything, we'll take on the handcuffs. Okay, but
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably, if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
NBA YoungBoy's current situation is concerning as it was originally reported. NBA YoungBoy has taken a plea deal in the federal firearm case that was transferred from Louisiana to Utah. As a part of the deal, he will be sentenced to 27 months in prison with credit for any time spent and pretrial detention, then followed by 5 years of government probation. However, the judge had a weird change of heart right before sentencing him to jail, as the court sentencing day started out with a fan hacking into the court hearing sound system, where he would begin yelling for a young boy to everyone in the room.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB. Free YB.
As NBA, a young boy would then be seen entering the courtroom smiling, singing, and laughing, responding to the hacker who was just screaming at the judge, supporting him. However, the situation gets crazier from here, as the young boy would be seen getting ready to accept his fate. As the punishment would then begin, the judge reading out the charge descriptions that are all written out by the prosecutors, who would end up writing on March 10, 2021. NBA YoungBoy was arrested and charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, as well as 1 count of possession of a firearm not listed on the National Firearms Registration List. As NBA YoungBoy was caught outside recording a music video on a public street with several of his friends playing very loud music, dancing on the hood of a car, while a young boy was seen outside of it waving around a firearm, an older lady who happened to live on the street ended up calling the police as she was worried, describing on the phone that there are several men dancing around waving firearms in the air and screaming. The cops quickly arrived at the scene and noticed NBA YoungBoy and immediately just arrested him.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown. And it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him. And then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held in a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good, long look on what's going on there.
While NBA YoungBoy was getting placed into handcuffs, his cameraman knew that YoungBoy was not supposed to be holding a firearm. He was quickly trying to delete the tape off of his camera. However, the police quickly confiscated the camera without any legal permission in doing so, which means they were able to recover the footage of YoungBoy holding the firearm and waving it around. YoungBoy's lawyer made the case in court that the police grabbed the footage illegally, but sadly it didn't hold up. It would be known. NBA YoungBoy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now the prosecutors could use footage of him having firearms to convict.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what? We have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. One, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. Two, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a fed.
As it would be this moment on when the smirk that young boy had at the beginning of the court hearing was totally gone. His family was starting to cry inside of the court. The judge gave NBA YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his ability and his potential due to his addiction, and wished him the best of luck once he gets out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, if I
Okay.
could excuse.
You may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
With the final report being released, NBA YoungBoy's case is closed. YoungBoy will now spend 27 months in jail and then 60 months of probation. But later on, NBA YoungBoy's lawyer would speak out, revealing that after new findings in his case, he believes that he can appeal and then have NBA YoungBoy released from jail. It would be shared. I finally wrapped up the YoungBoy's case. He's now got 23 months because of the way that we worked it with another case onto the highway. This started a high-speed chase, and at first the FBI was telling NBA YoungBoy to pull his car over using a microphone, which led to YoungBoy actually pulling his car over to the side of the highway. When YoungBoy came to a full stop, he then waited for the FBI agent to open his door to start approaching YoungBoy, which then led to NBA YoungBoy flooring it down the highway, dipping and dodging throughout vehicles and trying to make an escape, but he then ended up running into traffic. He would then hit the close to his exit, hitting into the regular street, hopping out of his car, and making the FBI chase him on foot. On this day, NBA YoungBoy was wearing expensive balconies and were able to actually record NBA YoungBoy sprinting through their backyard and encouraging YoungBoy to run faster and that the agent was getting close. However, NBA YoungBoy was quickly swarmed by police, and he would be arrested and then taken into the back of a police car.
You know, talk to us. Tell
As
us
soon
what
as we're
happened.
done, as soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs.
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably, if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
Okay, no voluntary statement.
Hey, no one give a
So,
statement.
you know, any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr.
No, okay.
Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to.
These were very serious charges against a young boy from speed racing for fighting arrest and many more. The judge didn't take it easy on him. However, having millions of dollars gets you the best defenders in the game. He would receive a bond out of jail, with the details being very expensive.
Out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor, but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a young boy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and the way the laws are applied varies somewhat from state to state. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release young.
As NBA YoungBoy will likely be tried in this case once he is released from the current case that he just finished. While it seems like things couldn't get worse, it actually does when lawyers are going against famous rappers in a court case. It's their job to make the rapper look as bad as possible. Sadly, in 2019, NBA YoungBoy went from being cool with every rapper to being with every single one, stacking up evidence against himself by self-snitching. As when YoungBoy was arrested for the high-speed chase and then released on bond, Anali Choa felt the need to create a song for him titled Free YoungBoy in hopes of his release. However, Anali Choa completely changed his thoughts on NBA YoungBoy after King Von sadly passed, as YoungBoy ended up dropping his hit song, Bring the Hook, in 2022, dissing all of O-Block and King Va, which the entire— I bet your mom will be destroyed when we send you to God for making those comments choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I guess you could say I was your favorite. After the YoungBoy's response, Choa took the time to change the title of his Free YoungBoy song to just YoungBoy, showing that he doesn't stand with him anymore, where NL would then go on to DJ Academic's podcast to talk on the beef as well.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
As a Lachoa, then followed it up with another chat with DJ Vlad.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
He also appeared on The Breakfast Club to speak on how NBA YoungBoy needs to keep his act straight and stay out of jail, saying, and I quote, "YoungBoy just needs to be more careful. He's got a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example." All this did, though, was start a rap war between NBA YoungBoy and pretty much everyone. As when Jada Youngin sadly passed, many looked at NBA YoungBoy for being guilty. Being another rapper from Louisiana, he always had a lot to say about NBA YoungBoy. We even saw him talk about it in a DJ Vlad chat, where he would share,
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
Long after the two would then drop their collab song titled Up With Me. Sadly, the two finally had a falling out after JD Youngin shared a snippet of an unreleased YoungBoy song on his Instagram. NBA YoungBoy replied in the comments saying, "Delete this now. I don't even know how you got my song." JD Youngin would speak about it later on, saying that he's not going to just take disrespect from someone.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
He then followed it up speaking on NBA YoungBoy with his hit song title 38K, where he would say, "You put that comment on my post. They laughed about that, but I was laughing when your baby mama was a zombie," where then photos would be leaked showing Jay Young and lincing up with one of NBA YoungBoy's baby moms. In return, NBA YoungBoy reportedly tried to catch JD Young and lacking in the street, and then after, YoungBoy would post this video.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh,